Let's get all sorted. I'm James.
And I'm Jeff. Today we're going to be talking Simpsons Lego, hot rods, and we're going to take a look at a brand new Lego documentary that's sure to be a blockbuster. James, where are you going? Come back, James.
All right, I'm back. Tell me about this brickumentary.
Okay, I'm glad that you came back.
Yeah.
This is where. So
It sounds like it's worth listening to.
So we have the trailer on our webpage you can take a look at if you haven't seen it already. This is the actual name of the movie is A Lego Brickumentary.
That's
the
a title.
Name of it.
Well, it's descriptive.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, you should know what it's about. It has the word Lego in it.
I think so. And
Right there I'm watching.
And it's a brickumentary.
It is exactly that.
It's not a brickudrama.
No, it is a brickumentary. It was actually directed by Daniel Young. I'm sure I'm pronouncing that wrong. And Keith Davidson, one of which has won an Oscar and one of which has been nominated for an Oscar.
That's pretty good pedigree.
So you can tell who was in charge.
What was it for?
Documentary.
Okay.
Yeah. So they're in the correct genre.
Oh, that's
as
good.
well.
It wasn't
Yeah.
for cinematography or.
Yeah, I'm just very happy it's
craft
not.
services.
It doesn't say a Lego brickumentary, a film by Vin Diesel. Like that would be
true.
Yeah, and it's got Jason Bateman narrating.
I heard that.
Yeah, so if you're like, man, I like that guy's voice, but I don't want to see his face.
Perfect.
This is the movie for you.
And I like looking at Lego
Yeah,
whilst listening to Jason Bateman.
but I think this will be an important film. Did I say the name of our webpage that they can actually watch
No,
this on?
you
I
did
don't
not.
think I did. I think I started that sentence and then I got distracted,
That happens.
which happens because that's how I roll.
Look, Lego.
Is that a sentence? Sure. Yeah, if you go to, this is very important, breakingdads.com, and then you can click on it and you'll see the thing we're talking about, and then you'll have more information and context.
You have the visual to go with the lovely voice.
What, lovely?
Well, the voice.
Says
Yeah.
ish. Okay, so anyway, the nice thing about this film, I think it will be quite a nice look at Lego and the kids that love it and the grown-ups that love it. But my favorite part is in the trailer, there's a guy that says he spends 6 figures a year on Lego.
Yeah.
And I just want my wife to hear that.
So
Yeah.
you're not a master builder, but you've got the heart of a master builder.
Yeah. So when she goes, haven't you bought enough Lego yet? And I'll be like, well, look at that guy. I haven't come close.
No.
I haven't spent 6 figures total.
No.
I'm close.
But I'm in the high threes.
Yeah. Yeah. So let's, let's keep it real.
Let's step up our game here.
Yeah.
We need to get to 4.
Exactly. So I'm excited about that.
So is that just basically a Lego about the entire industry and the whole concept of Lego? Like, is it going to cover everything, or what's their?
I think it's just it comes from a place of love for Lego. So it's going to be about the
It's a
people
love
that
letter to
play
Lego.
and work with Lego. Yeah. So there'll be Lego artists, there'll be Lego collectors, there'll be Lego, my own creation builders, and for some reason children, because I guess it's like a toy or something.
What?
I don't know. I'm confused by that part, but it should be a nice look at the overall world of Lego.
It looks pretty.
Yeah. There'll be lots of pretty Lego things.
It looks well made. Like the trailer, I was compelled. I thought I want to watch this.
It's a real movie,
Yeah.
which is nice.
It's a real movie.
Yeah, it's not like two guys in their basement, I don't know, talking about it, like say in some sort of recorded format, without any.
With a certain amount of passion, but not a lot of knowledge.
Yeah, so it'll be better than that hypothetical. So that's good.
And what else we got going on? Did they show this in the movie? The next thing?
The hot rod?
Yeah.
I don't think they did show
I felt
it
like
in the movie.
there was a glimpse of it in the trailer.
In the Lego movie? Or in the
documentary?
Yeah, I think it might be in there because it's kind of a big deal.
It is.
With Lego. This is the full-size Lego hot rod that Steve, and I'm never going to pronounce the name properly for the entire run of this podcast. So let's start again. Steve Sammartino. Yeah, I think that's close. Sammartino. And this is the one I'm not going to get. Raul Ueda. I've never heard their names pronounced, so I may have killed it. Yes.
But they built a beautiful.
Yes. 500,000 piece Lego car.
Wow.
Yeah, the tires, some supporting elements, and the gauges are all not Lego.
Right.
Everything else
Yeah.
is made out of Lego, including the engine.
Watching that thing was just
Yeah.
a thing of beauty.
Oh, air powered. And all of it was designed by this Raul, who's 20-year-old self-taught technology genius. So he's not
Wow.
formally trained in how to turn Lego into functioning engines
Or how
using
to
compressed air.
necessarily build functioning compressed air engines. I'm
No,
assuming.
but obviously he knows.
Pneumatics, I can figure that out.
Because he did it. And I think that, doing is half the battle.
That was amazing, though.
It was really impressive video to watch, and they roll it out and drive around. Now, they say it's capable of going about 20 to 30 kilometers an hour. They did not drive it at that
I
speed.
would love to see their road safety rating
I'm
on that
pretty
car.
sure it's not. There was
0.
Yeah,
this
the
is
crash-
-5. You might get hurt getting in.
I believe the crash rating is spectacular.
Yeah, exactly. Messy.
It's not-
really messy.
It's the first car that becomes projectiles to take out the
my
person that took you
goodness.
out. So that's pretty good.
Yeah.
And anyone just happened to be standing around.
Yeah, everybody, watch where you step. Watch where you step. There's a lot of Lego on this crime scene.
But it's the kind of thing I see, and I think I'm never going to build anything
No.
good out of Lego ever.
Where do you go at that? At the age of 20, you build that. It's all downhill.
What, age of 20 with no schooling?
That's amazing.
My guess
No.
is where he goes is some college somewhere goes,
somewhere amazing.
come to us.
Yeah, yeah, I'm sure.
We're going to put you in a lab and let
Absolutely.
you do things.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Google's just like, hey, dude, do stuff.
Yeah, he would be the kind of Google hire. Yeah. It's like, this is your team. You have
Yeah.
a team now, 20-year-old guy.
Oh, it's amazing.
Tell them to do stuff, and they will
for
do it
him.
for you. No, that's it's impressive as all get out.
I definitely do not have the motivation or the wherewithal to accomplish something like that.
No.
That alone impresses me.
I would be happy if I built a Lego-sized version of that hot rod. I'd be like,
Non-functional.
yeah, just like, boom, I captured, does it roll? Yeah, you push it.
Well, when I spray compressed air at it, it moves.
The best part is, my car, 100% Lego parts.
Jeez.
So that would be, that's about as close as I would get to that. Yeah.
Man.
Looking at Lego things in general, looking at these spectacular creations and sculptures and beautiful things people do with Lego make me feel like less of a man every single day.
It's true.
Yeah. I will never, ever accomplish. Or I just tell myself I could do that if I had those pieces, which is a lie.
Right.
A complete and utter lie.
If I had 300 or 400 little pistons, I could
Yeah.
accomplish this.
Yeah, no problem.
Man.
Yeah.
So what else are you drooling over?
Well, recently arrived at the Lego store is the next wave of Lego Simpsons stuff.
Oh.
And it is gorgeous.
It is.
They did such a good job on this stuff.
They get the details.
I convinced myself that I didn't want the Quickie Mart. I really did.
Why did you convince yourself of that?
Because it's so awesome.
Because your budget.
Yeah.
You're just like, I can't have this.
Honestly, I don't have room to display it. This piece. It doesn't fit with anything I'm collecting. It would be
Right.
on its own.
Thematically a little.
It's so pretty.
You need the Simpsons wing of your Lego
I
mansion.
need a Simpsons annex.
Yeah.
No, it's the details inside. It's when you open it up, it's not just a store; it's a Quickie Mart. They've got the Springfield Inquisitor with the mayor on the cover in the magazine rack.
Oh, that's detail.
They have Duff beer in the freezer. They've got Power Sauce bars stacked up in the corner. They have Mom magazine and Angry Dad comic on the newsstand in there. The Squishy machine. There's a frozen Jasper in the freezer.
You get the impression they actually watched the show.
They watched the show.
That's awesome.
And they put everything in it. The El Barto spray paint on the side of the
right,
building.
nice.
Yeah, it's
I like that they have the cop car outside.
yes.
I thought that because by itself, it's an impressive. Like it is impressive, more impressive on the inside than the outside in some ways.
Yeah.
But adding the cop car and adding the kind of scene on the outside made it look. It just gave it more Simpsons gravitas.
Yes.
Gave it that feel that you're in Simpsons land.
And it's nice because Chief Wiggum, it's a different figure than they had in the first wave of the collectible figurines because they had a Chief Wiggum, but this one he's got donut powder all over his shirt. It's phenomenal.
That's good.
Yeah. So I want it so bad.
Yeah, that's a great looking set.
It is a beautiful.
So
set.
what's the rollout with that? They've got those. They've got the minifigures.
Yeah, so this is the all of Series 2. This is all they're going to do. Just like the first wave was the house and the first wave of minifigures.
Gotcha. So they're just going to keep to the one big collectible and then.
Exactly. That seems the way they're going to go. This round of minifigures is really nice with what you get in it to round out your own little mini Springfield. which I'm gonna have.
You're gonna, yeah.
I got the first wave. So coming to a Lego store near you will be me standing there squeezing hundreds of little packages, trying to figure out which character are in these blind
Which one
bags.
is Marge's giant hair?
Marge is far and away the easiest character to find because of that giant hair.
Exactly.
One of my problems with this series is a lot of the characters have a tile as their accessory.
Right.
So it makes it a little harder to figure out who's who.
Huh.
But it'll take some time and some pressing. But
You're gonna have a lot of the same.
I will get them all. I'm getting better at feeling for the stuff, and I think if anything, it's teaching me patience.
Do the people at the Lego store ever say to you, "Sir, could you?"
I imagine they'd
stop?"
help.
Yeah,
because
they would see the panic in your eyes that right now people cannot see, but you're manifesting that panic, that fear, that like, oh, this is gonna be the sixth time
you're gonna do it. You're gonna do it.
I've got 8 Barts at home.
Yeah, I don't want, I don't. Although the Bartman figure it's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
I'm very excited about that. I'm also excited that you get 2 of the pets. You get Snowball, whatever version of Snowball this is. I don't know. It might be Snowball 8. I'm not sure.
I don't remember now.
And Santa's Little Helper,
right?
Which is pretty awesome.
That is cool.
To round out the house as well.
Huh.
So I'm definitely going to get the minifigures. I'm probably at some point going to end up with the Quickie Mart because I think it's the best set they've made. Period.
Well, it seems like they've learned from the idea of, like, they're not capturing the flavor of the thing, they're capturing the very essence of it. Like, everything is all those little details, as opposed to just being like, oh, it's kind of hints at being, it's Harry Potter-ish, or it's not, it seems very completist.
It is,
like,
I think,
a fanatical kind of completism.
One thing Lego's really been good at is story selling, right? Whether that's, just taking a license and giving you lots of different parts of the license so you can tell stories, or like with their modular buildings, they do a phenomenal job of, it's not just a detective's office.
Right.
There is a case of people smuggling in sugary treats, which are illegal in this city, and the detective trying to figure out what's happening, and it's all happening under his nose. They do a really good job with little tiny details and telling the story.
What's that narrative pulls you in?
Yeah, exactly.
And you see that, you're like, oh, what's that detail? And
Yeah.
then boom, you're in there.
Yeah.
And it gives it more than just a surface gloss, like a high candy coated.
And because it's a toy, they're making a toy
Yeah.
for children, which I have to remind myself often so I don't get upset that they don't do certain things the way I'd like. They're a toy company making toys for children.
Yeah.
It's play first.
Right.
Right. So by having all those details in the Quickie Mart, you can play out
It's immersive.
Simpsons episodes. You can
Exactly.
play out. Yeah. I mean, they've got the hidden garden, so you could get a little Paul McCartney minifigure to go talk to a poo in the garden, and make it all work. So it's a really, really good job. That excites me. And I want it. I want it so bad. At some point, my wife's going to be upset with me. And
Divorce you.
That's just the way it's going to be. Because it has to be. Yeah, well, I don't know if she'll divorce me over this, but I don't know that she'll be happy with me. But I haven't been able to build those yet.
No. What have you been building now?
Well, the last week I built a couple things. I picked up the toy and grocery shop set, which is a creator line, which is nice. So you get 3 different builds you can build on it. And honestly, I didn't buy it to build. I bought it because it's got some nice green colored bricks that I'm going to use in some other creation. But I do like to do, when I get a set, instead of just parting it out right away, I do like to build it first, so I can see. It's a nice little set. It's got a toy shop in it. I think this what really makes it worth building is that toy shop. They have like a model motorcycle that you use as the sign for the toy shop. They've got a great little robot that's made out of 5 bricks. They've got a toy train, which it's always fun to make out of the camera piece. So they do a good job giving you the essence of a toy shop.
Did you feel like you learned anything on it? Is there any good moves?
No, it was
like it's creator set.
It was good. It was good, but it wasn't. Because I've done the modular houses now, I've done a couple of the modulars.
Yeah,
everything pales in comparison.
That's true.
The modulars you build over a couple of days.
Yeah, the degree of complexity going on.
Yeah,
there.
and there's just so many details packed into them. It's really hard to go back, but for the price, it's really good value. This set, it's I think about $40 in the States.
Is that something a kid could build by themselves, or is that?
Yeah, definitely. Oh, definitely. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a nice, simple build. Weird layout to the house on top. As you go up steps to like a door that doesn't quite face it. It's a weird, but that's more constraints of the space. And
Yeah.
I do like the creative lines because I do have the instructions for 3 different builds, so it does a
Right.
good job of showing how different pieces can fit together, or the same pieces can fit together to build different things.
Yeah.
Which is a lot of fun. And there's a cool scooter, like those Razor scooters
Oh, yeah.
that you build. So that was kind of fun as well.
Yeah. Not that we
Yeah.
ride. Not
No,
that
no.
That you build.
That you ride, yeah.
We'd both be dead.
So that was fun. And the other thing I built, because I finally, ironically, as this podcast is titled All Sorted, I'm getting closer to being all sorted. I am not. I still have buckets of things
No.
to sort.
I've seen your office.
Yeah, but I'm getting ever so closer. I'm inching towards the finish.
Yeah.
And so I figured thought I had enough pieces to build the San Diego Comic-Con Batmobile.
So is that classic or new Batmobile?
Yeah, that's the 60s Batmobile from the TV show.
Okay.
Yeah, in a very sort of chibi Lego form where it's like squished and cute. It's extremely cute. But they gave out, I can't remember, it was like 1,000 sets at San Diego Comic-Con. I don't feel like spending several $1,000s to buy it on the secondary market.
No.
So instead, the instructions are all over the place. So I found them and I'm like, yeah, I got enough of these pieces. And I built something that looks enough like a chibi version of the 60s Batmobile to make me happy.
Right. Yeah.
And satisfy me.
Nice.
So it's I've got that, and that was a lot of fun to build.
Huh.
Especially like, okay, I don't have that part. Let's see what I can substitute in and make it look good.
And we'll post that out as well on the website there.
Yeah. So that was my build week.
Yeah.
I want it to be more. I want it to be the Simpsons.
You always
stuff.
do. Yes.
I really do. If I get the Quickie Mart, I'm gonna have to get the Simpsons house. It's a whole.
But if you build it all during the week, you'll have nothing to build in your dreams.
That's true. That's a very good point. Yeah, I'll become a shell of a man who's unsatisfied.
With all the Lego.
Yeah.
Some sort
You
of
know what? I'm willing.
Citizen Kane of Lego.
I'm willing to test that theory out. See how it fits.
Oh.
Yeah, but it should be pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's the nice thing about having come out of my dark ages about a year and a half ago now.
Yeah.
From playing with Lego as a kid and having a good time to being a grown up and playing Lego. The upside is there's lots of sets for me to build.
Oh yeah.
The downside is there's lots of
Yeah.
sets for me to build.
Yeah.
And it's gotten pretty insane with the number of sets.
What are they releasing now? Like these days,
Oh.
like how many?
Well, let me say, in 2011 they released 361 sets in that year.
What?
Yeah, in 2012 437.
Oh my goodness.
And what month are we in now? We're in May, I guess, officially.
Yeah.
So for sets that they have released or
What are
already
we at?
announced,
275.
no, we're already at 444 sets.
What?
Yeah, yeah,
Wow.
yeah. It put that in
Full steam
perspective.
ahead.
In 08, it was 256 sets. So we're getting close to double the number of sets released
So-
in a year.
They're cautious in going forward to avoid problems again, but they're bullish on trying to capture all the market.
Yeah, part of it is the license lines. Like Star
Right.
Wars makes up a staggering
That's
amount.
true. We were looking through the catalog this
Yeah.
morning, and it's the Star Wars festival.
Yeah, it's really big.
Yeah.
And that's part of it. And then with the superheroes, because there's movies coming out all the time, they've
Right.
like in the Marvel line. Last year, I think they only had about 6 sets,
Oh,
and
yeah,
this
year.
year it's going to be closer to 20 in Marvel. So
Yeah.
that
That adds up quick.
It really does. It really does, and they try to hit the different price points, so it's not
Right. That's true.
too terrible.
So yeah.
Yeah, but on the other side of the coin is the superhero license sets. Anyway, a lot of them they tend to put awesome minifigures in, but the builds aren't that great. They're not very
Right.
interesting. The play isn't really that great,
Huh.
at least in my mind. But I end up getting them because I need those superhero
But
minifigures.
you're not 8, so that's the part of the. It would probably tickle you if you were a kid and you could enjoy playing
My kids
with it.
do enjoy playing with
Yeah.
them for the most part. That's true, and they
Yeah.
are a toy company, as I'm reminding myself constantly. Yeah. But if they just do a minifigure series collection of superheroes,
Right.
my life would be complete
Yeah,
then.
but
yeah.
they would lose so much money.
They would make it would be like the Simpsons ones. They would
That's
it
true,
would be
actually. Yeah.
they'd be sold out
It's
instantly.
interesting. I wonder why they don't do a breakout.
Licensing is probably the reason. Yeah, it's and then I know that because the cost of the bag is the same, the price point, because they don't really want to get off that $4 price point.
Right.
You don't want to get up over $5, right?
Yeah.
So there's less. You got to split that money that comes back, so that's less. That's there. So
Yeah.
we'll see. We'll see. People are asking for it. We'll see if it happens. Stranger things have happened.
Yeah.
Yeah. They've done so well with the video games, and there's so many characters in the video games that have been designed and just need physical form.
Yeah.
It would be really nice to see.
I guess character desire, like people really want to collect those specific characters. So by keeping them all locked in sets, it's kind of, from a business point of view, it probably makes.
Yeah. You want to clear out those expensive sets that have 5 minifigures in them.
Exactly.
So that, if you put a version of that character in a $4 bag,
you're just going to tank
yeah,
that.
goodbye. Exactly. It's frustrating some of the time, but I love them anyway. So
Well, I'm sure that's a sentiment that every Lego collector,
yeah,
an aficionado, would say.
yeah. It's so it's the other tough part about coming out of your dark ages is there's all the sets that you missed that you
Right.
wanted,
Oh, I know.
and just the escalation of the prices is insane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's the problem when you get it in. I think there's probably any field or any
Any
hobby.
collectible field.
Yeah. That when you, exactly like you say, come out of your dark age of, setting it aside for a bit to deal with things like having kids,
Yeah.
jobs. And
Yeah.
then
Life, I believe they call that.
yeah, all that stuff.
Gets in the way of Lego.
It is crazy though. The way the secondary, like the eBay and all these things have pushed the secondary market into the stratosphere. It's so frustrating.
Yeah. And it's depressing too, because now you get people that buy, a set will come out and they'll buy 10 of that set.
Exactly.
And sit on it on the hopes that they can sell it for a ton in the secondary market. And realistically, if you bought 10 of every set that came out from Lego, well, first off, congratulations, you're already rich.
Yeah.
But you're going to make money. You're going to make money. Enough of those sets are going to appreciate ridiculously a lot.
Yeah.
And everything else you can sell at least for what you bought it.
So the Lego stock market is perhaps a good one to play.
Other than the capital needed to get in, they're all blue chip stocks.
It's like the real stock market.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. But, I like to open everything and touch everything and play with everything. So I'm not, I can't handle sealed boxes.
No.
No, it must be played with. It's a toy. Have I mentioned that?
Exactly.
A serious toy.
Very serious.
Yeah. You can tell by the tone of our voice. But it's good.
What else you got on the horizon for
everything?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's tough because I've already got the modular building for this year, which was the detective's office, which was awesome. So I'm really just sitting and waiting for the announcement of the next modular building, which will probably come out in January of next year.
Yeah, well, that's good. That's good. You got a while.
Yeah, they do. People are like, they should do 2 a year.
No.
But my wallet says 1 a year is
Thank
pretty good.
goodness.
And shelf space, too. They're
Exactly.
big.
Oh, they
take up
are.
a lot of
They're
other
impressively
space.
big.
Yeah, impressive is definitely the word.
When you connect them all together.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Set up little scenes on them.
But that's next year.
Yeah, we're getting there. We're getting there.
We'll get there.
Yeah, and then I've got the superhero sets coming out for Ant-Man and the Age of Ultron ones, and there's a couple DC sets with characters I need to have.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, so all of those are coming up, and I'll get them and I'll put them together and act out little stories with my plastic toy. Arrange them in beautiful displays.
Exactly.
Yeah, and then, that's it.
Yeah, well, you hear about it next episode.
Absolutely. We've been all sorted.
I'm James.
And I'm Jeff.
We'll see you next time.